Crown in dust and bone, a whispered promise on a forgotten throne. It called to me, a cure for all my fears, the strength to rule for 1,000 years. I took the steel, I wore it as my own. I never felt the seed of darkness sown. But now a voice inside my head recites the names of empires dead. My hands don't feel like they are mine, a poison flowing in the wine. I'm just a prisoner in my own skin. The tyrant's fate, the war within. His iron will, it breaks and bends as my own story tragically ends. He sees the world through my own eyes and feeds upon my silent cries. I speak are cold and vile. I watch myself with a stranger's smile. My loyal men, they look in dread at the hollow thing I have become instead. He has planned all the ruin and the pain, washed clean by a crimson coming rain. I feel his thoughts, a chilling breeze. He brings my very soul to its knees. My will is gone, my strength is faint. The final touch of his corrupting taint. I'm just a prisoner in my own skin. The tyrant's fate, the war within. This iron will, it breaks and bends as my own story tragically ends. He sees the world through my own eyes and feeds upon my silent cry. This iron will has broken bent. A new dark age is what he sent. He sees the world through my new eyes and revels in the world's demise. I am gone. He waits and he watches for me to sail for Avalon. His maps are blank, but the course is set. He rarely speaks about the times of his own fate. He tries to reach it with the dawn and the dusk, when the waves push him back, a weathered soul, not a prince or saint. who's looking for a place called Avalon beyond the sea of fog. On a voyage to Avalon, the compass spins. On a voyage to Avalon, he's watching for me. The mist is closing over me. The mist, the silent battle starts. I understand the journey, though the port doesn't exist. I'm just a phantom about the head. His helmsman, with a calmer through the storm. His timeless voyager, he beckons me. So I must sail to another tide, to another shore, beyond the sea of fog. To find a stillness, just for a single day. He's yearning for a place where the sea is calm. That final peace, it could be anywhere. How can he know? He's watching for me. Spins on a voyage to Avalon. The compass 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 spins on. The iron heart is still, and the dust settles on the hill. A monument to what? They all saw the gears begin to rust, but they couldn't turn back time. Lord, they had crossed that line. Let the silence fall. It's all gone. Just a whisper in the wild, on a landscape of forgotten fire. When the last engine went cold, did the story ever get told? Don't mourn the final sound from this hollow sacred ground, and the wind will learn your name from the rust. The rust is calling. Now we must answer. The sky was smoke on the day I looked away. The warnings that were spoken to keep the rod at bay, but I can't reverse the tide forever. just a ghost in a world that time has lost. So we trade the sun for gray. All I see is yesterday. Don't mourn the final sound from this hollow sacred ground, and the wind will learn your name from the rust. The rust is calling. I hear it calling. I hear it calling. Faces I have worn for crowds that cheer and then they scorn my truest self, so faded char. I cannot tell the two apart. I search for him, the one I was before the show. I stand beneath the paper moon. A part of me I'll never know. The script I hold is wearing thin. These painted tears, this plastic grin. Am I the master of the strings, or just the hollow doll that sings? You're the player on the stage, living in a gilded cage. Player on the stage, turning a forgotten page. I cannot find the words I need. I only know the lines I read. I cannot find the words I need. Who writes the part that makes me bleed? I'm the vessel for the act, to make the fiction into fact, but not for me. Between the shadow and the light, I'm walking through an endless night. I'm walking through an endless night. Player on the stage, living in a gilded cage. Player on the stage, turning a forgotten page. So deep, a promise that I couldn't keep, a flicker of the light backstage, but nothing's real outside this cage. What part of me is true? What part of me is true? The curtain will descend, another story finds its end, and in the darkness I will be the role that has consumed all of me. Player on the stage, living in a gilded cage. Player on the stage, turning a forgotten page. These dreams a journey you can't understand. I cannot speak my kingdom's name. I never knew the path I came. I cannot speak my kingdom's name. Come tell me when we'll end the pain. I am the vessel now for all these faded things, a silent vow, but not for me the glory sings. This heavy burden is my own, this lonely journey to the throne. You're the king of no man's land, with a forgotten scepter in your hand. The king of no man's land, a journey you can't understand. A flash of light, but nothing changes. When will it end? Which part of me remains? Upon an empty stage, the king of no man's land, with a sundered crown in his hand. The king of no man's land, a journey to the final sand. The mirror, see the coming night. Sacred is the trial of shadow and of light. The judge is waiting for her. Come walk the final mile. There are two doors, know the price that balances her life. Judgment, she will be laid bare. The gavel falls, a whisper on the air. Judgment, release her. The hourglass is empty now. Guilt or grace, a memory fades somehow. From the cradle to the grave, the final tolling of the bell, like a story you can't say. From the cradle to the grave, when the final bell has tolled, a new chapter will unfold. From the cradle to the grave, the final tolling of the bell, the truth is what you crave. The silence is screaming in my soul. No time to make amends. No time. The last page has been turned. Salvation and all. She was born to pay her debt. I am the voice, the one who's watching. Heed my call to the great divide, and do not fear the path into the mist. Be sure that the truth will bring you peace. From the cradle to the grave, the final tolling of the bell, like a story you can say. From the cradle to the grave, when the final bell has tolled, a new chapter will unfold. From the cradle to the grave. what was written. She gave up long ago. There was no other choice. From the cradle to the grave, and the story will be told. From the cradle to the grave, you all will be told. Empty now, up to the stars. Reflections fade somehow. From the cradle to the grave, the final tolling of the bell, like a story you can't say. From the cradle to the grave, when the final bell has tolled, a new chapter will unfold. From the cradle to the grave, the final tolling of the bell, light shows the one away. The mirror, see the coming night. Sacred is the trial. When the morning glow appears, my time out here is done. In a world beyond the sunrise, we might share a road again. But now listen to my music, for the place where trails begin. Let's sing the traveler's tune. Tomorrow the traveler's tune remains. Tomorrow's gonna carry me on, wash away the sorrow. It will be gone, thanks to these magic tunes. There's just a single story still ringing of a lonely desert rider who conquered all his fear. Now the traveler's tunes are over, and it's my time to depart. Don't you ask about the singer of the song that's in your heart. Traveler's tune remains. Tomorrow it'll all be clear, and you're not alone. So don't you be afraid when the wind blows dark and cold, 'cause the traveler's tunes remain. They all will remain. Prairies, they're always in my soul. These songs of pioneers and ghosts and hearts that were made whole. Come on, close your eyes. You can hear them on the road. Walk the road. the ancient water waits, trapped by a forgotten age or fate. Please guide my hand from here, and the seer points the way right on. The void beyond what you perceive as real. The sea of stars, it's the only home I feel. I am the witness, and I will make you see where I am going, what's become of me, and how this all will cease. Welcome to the echo chamber, in a cosmos turning colder, where I've been lost for a while. It's turning colder, away from life and to the grave. A great unraveling has begun. Caught in a memory of the lie, and then the great unraveling begins. The shade upon the throne awaits beyond this final test. It's filled with loss to give the one I love the best. The ghosts of fallen worlds are circling in the gloom. They try to break me. The final battle looms, so I'm not afraid to cross the final chasm, and all my sets are aflame. I'm searching for that piece of hope to be prepared. The great God, no fear, that starless God-forsaken lane, somewhere far beyond. The great unraveling has begun. Somewhere far beyond, all you hold as real. And then the great unraveling began. The traveler delivered the final decree. The Empress of the Dust was forced to finally see, and silence brings the answer to us all. Somewhere far beyond, the great unraveling has begun. Somewhere far beyond, all you hold as real. And then the great unraveling, far beyond, the great unraveling has begun. Somewhere far beyond, all you hold as real. And then the great unraveling to now is turning cold, a day by day. Somewhere far beyond, I'll try to fix it if I can. Somewhere far beyond, the great unraveling has begun. The great unraveling has begun. Jenny was tired, just watching the wires, humming the same old sad tune. She knew it was late to gamble with fate beneath that rusty tin roof. Her foreman, he sighed with a look in his eye. Get those foolish ideas right out of your brain. Jenny, who do you think you became? You should be grateful for your spots on the 5 o'clock train. Chase the sun and break away, far away. Chase that rising sun and break away, far away. You gotta hold on tighter, 'cause you know your future's brighter. That's because you're a free soul. She spends her nights on the porch with a flickering torch, mapping the roads in her head. She'd be leaving for good, just like she said, wishing she was counties and counties away. Nothing in this town, no one could make her stay. Young, her praises unsung. Nothing was easy or free. Now it was time, she'd drawn a new line. This could be the last chance for me. Her foreman, he laughed. Now listen, kid, you're always drifting. You got no real foundation, you just don't wanna learn. Jenny, girl, don't you know your concern should be your paycheck at the end of the week and the lessons you learn. So darling, chase the sun and break 'cause you know your future's brighter. That's because you're a free soul. Come on, 'cause you're a free soul. Come on, darling. Free soul. Come on, darling. One free soul. Here's a government. One free soul. Come on, darling. In 2028, the message flashed to green. Their future written on a distant sterile screen. They told them don't resist, it's for the greater good. Then came the silence where their neighborhood once stood. Too late, the code's compiled, the protocol is run. Down, they crash the silent metal flash, feel the system shutting down. The men in boardrooms had nothing left to lose. When the commanders entered, they just watch it on the news. Safe in their bunkers, so sterile and so clean. The architects of progress will never hear the scream. Too late, the code's compiled, the protocol is run. Down, they crash a silent metal flash, feel the system shutting down. I saw the firewall burning all through the lonely nights. I heard the static crying, a ghost of wrong and right. I saw the logic failing, a flicker in the code. I heard the last voice asking, where do we go? Take 2028, the message flashed to green. Their future written on a distant sterile screen. They told them don't resist, it's for the greater good. Then came the silence where their neighborhood once stood. Too late, the code's compiled, the protocol is run. Down, they crash a silent metal flash, feel the system shutting down.